Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here at Rule 1 Model Railways. Today we're looking at the Voyager and Super Voyager. The closest one in our screen today you can see is the Voyager by Graham Farish, and the further one is the Super Voyager by Dapol. Stay tuned for more. So welcome back. Before we get into things, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button, I'd appreciate that if you would. And hit the bell notification icon to receive all future updates. Now, Dapol have surprised us. They've announced they are going to be releasing a second batch of the Super Voyagers. That's the one on the back, the Virgin one that I have there, of that unit. It looks to be in the original tooling, but they're going to release it as a 5-car set this time rather than the 4-car set, and then you buy the additional one, which I didn't do, so I have a 4-car. But that's there for you. And Graham Farish are releasing their Voyager again next year as well, but we haven't had many updates about that recently. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you both of them running, and then we can make up our own minds what we think. So, I'm going to place you guys up here, and we're going to do a short run with the trains, first of all. There we go, so I'm going to pull them away really, really gently, and you can see what they're like doing that. Just looking at how gently the Graham Farish pulls away, it pulls away a bit better, and there's no juddery motion like there was on the Dapol one. But the Super Voyager was one of Dapol's original releases, so that could be expected. He says as it's just stalled. They are a bit dirty track. Even on dirty track, it's still performing quite well. Now, the main Achilles heel of the Dapol Voyager was the sound of it at high speed, so we're just going to run it around at a fair pace. And when it comes back around again, that will give you an idea of how it sounds. Now I think it sounds quite grainy, is probably the word I would use. You can hear a lot of the gears turning and meshing together. And it's even more so on tight corners. There's not much motor noise, however. Here it comes. There you are, and I'll stop that as you get past, and we'll do the same with the Graham Farish version. So as you can hear, that's a lot quieter. But at higher speeds you hear more motor noise, but less gearing noise. We'll wait for that to come round again. Here it comes. And I'll stop that as it gets past. And we'll go have a look at some more details on each of the locos now, or each of the sets I should say. There we are, so the Voyager by Graham Farish stops a lot smoother and drives a lot smoother, and these are both really well running locos.
Playing from laptop for DJ86F4U.
Thank you, Alexa. Now, my Voyager has done around about 160 kilometres according to iTrain. That's around 100 miles, and the Voyager's only done about 20 miles. So, whatever you think of that there. Now, I'm going to turn you guys that way. And I'm going to show you some details, compare them to each other. So, personally, I think the paint on this isn't as good as what we have on the Graham Farish Voyager. It has more of a matte effect. It doesn't look as crisp as what's on the Voyager at all. And the lines around the front, if I bring that down here, see the yellow around the black? It's not quite in a straight line, whereas on the Graham Farish example, it is. It's nice and straight. The second thing we have is the glazing on the Voyager. You can feel it and see it. It's quite bumpy up and down. But on Graham Farish, it's actually smooth and flush with the body. It looks a lot better. Now, the one point where the Dapol model trumps the Graham Farish model is the couplings. On here, they're like the Hunt couplings. They are magnetic, as you can see. Very, very good. And I'll pick one up off the track, and you can see. Just a pair of magnets, one on each side, and then a plate to attach to. And on the Graham Farish unit, I have to get two coaches for this one. They have coupling drawbars on, which are really difficult to couple up. They look great, but unless you're leaving your train static on the layout, never taking them off the track, this is a difficult job trying to couple them up together. It takes a few attempts. And I've had a lot of experience trying to do this, and I'm still trying. There we go. So that's now back in. And connecting them whilst they're on the track is probably the hardest thing to do. You're much better taking them off, but seeing as mine is mostly on, I'm trying it whilst it's on the track. Nope, thought we had it and we don't. I can just about see it, it's so tiny. I'm going to have to lift it off the track. There we go. So that's both of them done. But as you can see, that takes a lot longer than the equivalent Dapol version. Now the other thing that lets the Dapol versions down is the wheels. As you can see, they're the old shape, the old pizza cutter style wheels. They're fairly big and clunky, whereas the ones that are on the Farish version, the example here, you can see them, they're a lot finer. some people have had problems running the Dapol version on code 55 track, which is the finer scale track. This is code 55, but I've not had any problems. But I don't have many sharp turns or intricate point sections compared to some others that have smaller radius points closer together. So I get away with that. But that really is about it. That gives you the idea of which one to go for next year. Dapol will be releasing theirs Q1 or Q2 of 2021. Graham Farish, we're not sure at the moment. There hasn't been a release for a little while on theirs of information, so I don't currently know when that's being released, but it will be in 2021, so I've heard. I'll just leave you now with some shots of them running. If you've enjoyed the video, thank you very much. Again, to repeat it, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon for all of the latest updates, hit the like button, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.